Tenacious D, 47 Smashing Chai, and 507 Ada, 77 Cynthia Rose, 789 Will Farrell, Feral. That's also very good. 98 is Liv. Why don't you go ahead and take us through the white team?
And for the white team, we have 05 King, number 093 Midwest Menace, number 10 the one and only Jax, number 14 Hannah Jones, number 2 Bloody Two Shoes, number 27 Snow Mercy, number 28 Racer McChaser, number 420 Blazing Bulldog, number 5 Blonde Fury, number 6221 Nomi, number 7 Crimson Fury, number 717 Animaniac. Oh my gosh, Animaniacs. Number 718 Booty Rage, number 73 is Blank. Number 95 is Nixter, and number 999 Witch Slap.
It's been a terrific weekend. This is the last day. This is Championship Sunday. This is just kind of a light way to get things rolling today. Then we get on to serious business shortly after this. So as far as Minton Kid Mashup 10 goes, this tournament has been organized by AK 40 Ounce and his crew. Basically what they do is they track stats. They track the wins, losses, come up with a ranking system for a lot of these smaller teams here in Michigan, or teams that have just joined the WFTDA. He and his crew end up ranking all of those teams, and then they come here and they play according to the rankings that the people here in Michigan have been able to put together for them. So it's really very different. And the nice thing about it too is it's single elimination. So even though everybody will skate 3 games, the minute the winner runs the table, and today is Championship Sunday, so we're going to see a lot of championship games today. We're going to see games between other teams that have fallen into the secondary bracket. But so we're going to have like state teams today. We're going to see Indiana and Michigan play each other for the championship, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. It is a good time, and that's all I have to say.
That's all you have to say about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited to see these fresh skaters for the SCRIM. Now, I think the condition was you have to be like a year or less skating as a rostered skater. So we're going to see a lot of new talent. And these skaters are going to get an opportunity with folks like Cookie Rumble from Detroit, Jax from Ann Arbor, to really break down some plays and play with some high-level skaters. This is an opportunity I wish that I had during my derby days.
No, it's terrific. I love the concept of this. I like the name too. SCRIM seems to have gone over very well.
Yeah, SCRIM is very, very well picked. I very much enjoyed yesterday was Catter Day. I was a little disappointed that we didn't have, a pun for Sundays.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I was hoping somebody would reach out to me with something fun for today. But
yeah, nothing there.
It's up to us, and
right.
I don't know if I'm going to prevail in that respect.
Yeah, I think any creativity I have has been bled out at me at this point.
I remembered to fill my water bottle this morning, take my meds, and have coffee. So
exactly. Same. Absolutely the same.
We're calling it a win.
Yes. And we were here on time.
Yes, absolutely. It looks like we have a full staff for the game. Not sure why we haven't started yet, but looks like they're going to be taking some additional time so that way the skaters can communicate with the bench coach they've never worked with before to understand kind of how they run the bench and how they work to make sure that this is the fluid learning experience for them. It looks like,
there we go.
and it looks like Ann Arbor's bench coach is actually coaching the white team. From here, unfortunately, I cannot see who's bench coaching the black team. Oh, taking the track for the black team, I see an MVP from yesterday's game for Small Town versus MCDL, number 14, Bad Hippie, donning the pivot today. And jamming for the black team, we have Becca Decca out of Traverse City Roller Derby. Becca Deca is also a defensive hockey player and my line mate.
Nice.
I'm excited to see what she can do in the roller derby world. As Becca Deca is trying to do some fancy toe stop work on the inside line, she is recycled to the back, comes in clean, and is out as on the outside as lead jammer.
Yeah, she had a little battle there against Racer McChaser. Racer gonna push her to the inside. She had to come around again to the back. You can see Racer bracing the three wall that Team White has got going on, and Becca Deca is gonna call off the jam.
Excellent first jam by Becca Deca, picking up 2 points. Breathing deep as she came around on turn 1, refocusing right before she came into that pack. Well done, Teamy.
All right. Coming up to the line right now for White, we have number 420. That's going to be Blazing Bulldog. And Blazing Bulldog looking for a little room on the outside up against number 85.
It looks like for the black team's jammer, number 27, Holland Oates.
Blaze going to come into the pack, collision with the pivot. Going to end up hitting the ground, number 27, Holland Oates. Going to recycle back and find a little space on the inside. Very well done. And there you go. We got a 4-1 run, and right now we're looking at black at 6, the white team at 1. 28 minutes left in the first period. So yeah, I would imagine this is probably a pretty nice way for some of the newer girls to also, newer skaters, have an opportunity to play roles that they haven't played before, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Becca Deca from Traverse City, just as an example, I have not seen jam this weekend, so it was nice to see her come out first jam of the SCRIM donning that star. Beautiful communication by the vets on both teams with the newer skaters, really trying to help coach them on the track during these situations.
And that's going to be Animaniac. Animaniac's going to be through for Team White, going to be the lead jammer. Number 39 out there for Team Black. This could be Meowich.
Oh, unfortunately, we have our first jammer penalty of the game to black number 39, Meowich. Meow. She's got some cute Derby Kiss kitty cat shorts on as well. Oh, and it's going to be a short sit in the penalty box as white jammer number 717, Animaniac, is joining in the penalty box, looking for the right chair. Now remember, when your penalty does not begin until your butt hits that chair. So sitting in the wrong one. Now correct me if I'm wrong in the comments here, but I'm pretty sure that your penalty doesn't start until you take a seat in that spot.
So both jammers back out on the track. Animaniac trying to find a little room on the inside of turn 2. Going to end up falling to the inside of the track now, looking for some room on the outside. Very tenacious, a lot of fight, and perseverance perseveres, apparently. And yeah, going to pick up 4 points there. Of course, both jammers having sat, they will get to go the whole 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's time for Animaniac. She's fighting through the pack.
Oh no. You can't just come up with an entrance song for everybody that skates.
I can't?
Well, no, okay.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. You can.
Should I? That's a whole nother story.
You know what? Let's call that homework. You can go home, put that together, write the lyrics, write the music, and next year...
Here we go.
There we go. We're all set. All right, we're off and started one more time.
Leading the blockers on the white team is number 10 from Ann Arbor Roller Derby, Jax, and it looks like we have a lead jammer.
Yeah, that's going to be Snow Mercy from Team Black. Nice 3-wall up front. That's going to make things. It's making things very difficult for Blonde Fury, the jammer for Team White.
Yeah, black team doing a really good job recycling White's jammer. And unfortunately, Kicks is calling a forearm penalty on number 5. That's going to be Blonde Fury.
Blonde Fury going to sit down. We've only got one jammer on the track, and they do control the lead. Looking back to the bench, trying to, waiting for a signal as to whether or not they should or not, whether they should continue or not.
Welcome to my word salad.
Gosh.
I thought I was the only one who had that for breakfast.
No.
One thing I'm going to point out is I've noticed there's been a little bit of question and chaos in the penalty box. You know, this is the perfect opportunity for these skaters to learn these rules. And in the moment, you know, a lot of times you get so excited, your adrenaline's going, and you forget, which seat am I supposed to sit in? There's a little bit of forgiveness with that today. You know, as far as if somebody leaves the penalty box too early, they're going to call them back, explain to them why they can't leave too early. As you can see right now on the feed, Ann Arbor's bench coach coaching just outside of the penalty box, making sure she knows that her jammer knows what to do when when she's released.
It's going to be number 789 for Team Black.
Looked as though like the outside official was questioning whether or not Black had done a track cut on the outside, but it looks as though her wheels were just on the tape. And as we know, if your wheels are on the tape but not over, you are still upright and in bounds. You are you're still a legal player.
See?
You handed
it's not
me your
easy, is
I'm
it?
going to eat your leftovers of that word salad.
Talking's not always easy.
No.
The talking part is easy. It's the thinking part that really seems to trip me up.
Yeah, you got that right.
All right, that's Will Farrell for Team Black. Going to call off that jam. And at a little over 22 minutes remaining, Team Black is up 24 to Team White 13. Well, we're going to take that back. It's going to change to 28 to 13. That was an 8-4 run for Team Black.
For the white team leading the blockers, we have Slamlet out there. I cannot see who the jammers are for either team, so you'll find out who those are momentarily. Black 2-3 raising her arms in acknowledgement that she did get that penalty. But we got a lead jammer here.
Yeah, it's going to be Blazing Bulldog. I believe this is the second time in jamming for Blazing Bulldog. And there we have number 77. That's going to be Cynthia Rose. Cynthia Rose.
Black signaling as far as where they want the jammer to come back in behind the pack. Number 77 on the black team, Cynthia Rose, giving some big eyes to her teammates and a high five as she leaves the track. I think she was excited that jam was over.
Yeah, she did. She had that look in her eyes like, oh my God, what have I done?
We did that. We did it.
Yeah,
I made it.
I got through it.
Here we go. Now, you can see the bench coach from Ann Arbor who's coaching the white team. When she does go to talk to her players, there's specific boundaries in front of the penalty box that you cannot go in or your team can incur a penalty.
All right, that's going to be a nice pass for number 717, an Animaniac.
She's cute and so compact.
Oh, my God.
Working through the pack, picking up the points. It's Animaniac. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just going to pull out the rhyme dictionary myself.
Oh, goodness. That's 8 points for white on that jam, giving us a tie game, black and white 24 with 20 minutes left to play in the first half.
And, you know, I do insist that by Wednesday, I want the Bob Noxious theme song.
You got it.
All right. Just record it, send it to me.
I will. Let me know if you have any key behaviors added to your theme song.
I'm just weird. Honestly, just a little goofy.
I'll get us shirts. We'll get matching shirts.
Oh, that'd be so much fun. We'll come back for Skate Wars and we'll wear our matching shirts.
I already put in my PTO for Skate Wars.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
hopefully next September that'll get approved.
Yeah, I know, right? That's exactly what I'm standing here thinking. Becca Deca out there. She's like, hey, what's going on? This official review thing. I just wanna spin.
Yeah, she's an absolutely phenomenal, like I said, hockey skater. Her and I play on a defensive line together, so watching her skate over here backwards with her quad skates is awesome. Not to mention, it's fun when you're on ice skates and you try to use your toe stops. So
I could see where that would be an issue. But no, there's so many things about the sport of hockey that translate so well into roller derby.
It really does. It really does. There's no puck and no stick, but the footwork, the hip movements, acceleration, and communication awareness on the track all transcend from one sport to another.
I really have to believe that understanding your whereabouts on the track and your sense of balance and control are all, anybody that goes through a hockey experience is going to have an advantage on that.
Oh, I agree. Especially the checking.
Yeah.
You can't get charging in roller derby. You can hit people as hard as you want with. Obviously, we don't want to be egregious, but you can take more than 2 strides before you place a hit on somebody else.
All right, we see number 10 out there. Jax is anchoring Team White right now with the blocker wall up front. Meantime, we're going to have Becca Deca out there trying to get around the outside, but on the inside it's going to be 0-9-3. That's Midwest Menace.
Yeah, Midwest Menace find a nice hole on the inside. Working hard to get around.
And she's,
Let's see, and it looks like Becca Deca was able to pick up all 4. White got 1. Midwest Menace doing a good job of trying to call it off as soon as they hit the pack.
Yeah, it was nice to see the communication in there. Even though it didn't work out, Team White had, they were looking to offensively move in a position to try to open up a hole for her. Unfortunately, I believe it was, I'll take that back. Never mind.
Strike that, reverse it.
Yep. That's right.
And we have a live jam. Let's see, for black, we have number 36, Count Smacula.
All right, welcome to roller derby. I'm Racer McChaser. Try to get around me.
Racer McChaser is a staple in roller derby, not just in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In the roller derby world.
Oh, yeah, very much a national name. And Team White has lead jam. That's going to be 77 once again. That's going to be Cynthia Rose. And Cynthia going to come into the black blockers. Oh, goodness.
Cookie Rumble out there with Tenacious D on the black line, really directing Tenacious D what to do, where to go to help effectively block that jammer. But White says no thank you and finds a hole on the inside, picking up 4 more points.
This is so much fun.
Isn't it great?
It's awesome. It's awesome. We see so many pickup games and things like that, but it's not too often you see an opportunity like this. In fact, this is probably, I'm sure it happens, but this is probably the first time I've seen anything organized like this, specifically for newer players, and that's so terrific.
So often, and this is, not really fault, not pointing fault at anybody, but so often, as tournament time ramps up, teams tend to focus really on those people who are going to be playing in that tournament, and they're always accruing and adding more players on as the season progresses. So to give them an opportunity to have their teammates support them as they've supported their teammates throughout the entire weekend, it's really great to see the stands full of the vet skaters here cheering on their skater tots.
Yeah, I think you make an excellent point. I mean, most of my affiliation has been with leagues that have home teams. which is basically a development in and of itself. So I can see that when the only teams you are fielding are for interleague play, uh, yeah, I would imagine that there's people that probably don't get some of the attention that they could receive.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the larger teams like Ann Arbor, Detroit, Lansing, who have home teams to give those growth advantages. Where I come from in northern lower Michigan, the teams up there, they're starting to develop a B team to give those players more opportunities to skate and to grow those skills. Um, but they do an excellent job volunteering and supporting those vets to get them here to this tournament. And I really appreciate AK and YAR for organizing this to give these players the opportunity to learn and grow with some of the best in the biz.
Yeah, everything about this tournament is done very thoughtfully. There's no question about that.
You got that.
Runs
right.
very smoothly. The idea is terrific. It's very unique in the way that this is established.
I love it. I know. We have Shulk, a photographer over here between turns 1 and 2, cheering on their partner out on the track.
And number 47 for Team Black's going to get through, and lead jam, that's going to be Smashing Chai.
Nice backwards blocking there by Becca Deca as number 93 from White.
It's going to be Midwest Menace.
Thank you very much. Oh, I was looking for 9-3. It's 0-9-3.
And Midwest Menace picks up a penalty. It's going to go to the penalty box. In the meantime, we've got Team Black Jammers really rallying here. Going to make yet another pass. It's number 47. Smashing Chai.
That was a really nice last-ditch effort by White blocker 717 Animaniac against the Black team's jammer.
Chai right now going to end up in the midst of a 3-wall. That's going to be anchored by 420, and who's been jamming, Blazing Bulldog. And that's going to be a track cut assessed to Smashing Chai.
Now, since both jammers have entered the penalty box at this point, we are going to have a full 2-minute jam. So that's about 20 seconds left of jammers just trying to collect as many points as possible, and blockers trying to stop them from collecting as many points as possible.
Good job of following that offense from their teammates.
Menace and company trying to push things apart to break up packs. Not going to happen. That's going to be the end of that jam as it comes to its natural conclusion. Team Black looks like they were on a 6-0 run. Team Black has 42 points. White has 30. And we are just a little under 14 minutes remaining in the first period.
As that jam was ending, I really loved watching players on both teams all high-fiving each other. There was a little high-five puddle down there at turn 4.
High-five puddle. Let's see, I'm going to write that one.
High-five puddle.
High-five puddle.
Cuddle puddles, high-five puddles.
I guess that's the kind of puddle you don't have to be afraid to step in, right?
You got that right.
All right. You know, I really do like you. I do.
The feeling is mutual. Smashing Chai trying to get through the pack and against Jax. Number 2 from White. That's going to be Bloody Two Shoes. Unfortunately, White's jammer, number 5. Who's White's jammer? There we go. Blonde Fury is heading to the penalty box, giving Smashing Chai lead jam.
Bloody Two Shoes. That makes my feet hurt just thinking about it.
You know, yeah, I mean, KT tape and corn pads are a necessity during a derby weekend, but I don't want bloody shoes.
No. Clever name, though.
Very clever name. And I think we may be saying her name wrong. Is it Smashing Chi or Smashing Chai?
Honestly, I don't know.
I'll have to get clarification at the half.
Capitalize on it. Get through on a really scoring pass.
For the rest of the first period, she'll simply be known as Smashing.
Smashing. She's doing smashing.
Exactly. And she's doing smashingly well.
As we use words swimmingly.
Exactly. Oh, nice. There you see the experience of Jax. Jax going to hold smashing up against that inside line. And we're going to have a couple of blockers go down. It's going to trip Jax up as well.
Now, unfortunately, Tenacious D on the black, number 419, earns a low block penalty. She was trying to play some offense to get her jammer out, and it looks as though black is going to do a official review. Team black.
And it looks like official review being called by Black here.
And still we have some information to let you know. In the meantime, we have games coming up today. Some of the highlights are going to be Team Michigan against Team Indiana.
Oof, that's going to be a good one.
Yes, that's going to be an excellent game. We did have one WFTDA sanctioned game yesterday. That was Madison's Dairyland Dolls, and that was, excuse me, that was versus, oh my God.
Was it the last game of the night?
Oh, it was, I'm sorry, it was Grand Raggedy. No,
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Against Grand Raggedy. Another really good game. It was a good game yesterday. The state games have been fantastic. Really enjoyed those.
Yeah, I was recruited to scorekeep for the last state game last night, which was Ohio versus Team Maryland. Yeah.
That Team Maryland group, what a fun bunch.
They are so amazing.
They are.
I don't know if I've said this with you or not, but my roller derby career did start in Baltimore, Maryland. So I have a little bit of love for
Charm City?
Charm City, yep.
Oh,
Charm
wow.
City is where I started. I was a skater taught there, did one
Nice.
season with Charm City, and then transferred over to Free State Roller Derby. And then I had the 9-month injury, and my husband and I moved back to Michigan.
Oh, 9-month injury. Not heard it called that before.
Well, some people do feel safe and can skate while they're, while they're pregnant.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I didn't trust myself.
Yeah.
I'm confident as a skater, but not confident skating with another human inside of me. So,
Yes.
but yeah, no, a little sprinkle love for Team Maryland. Little Old Bay, sprinkle.
Gosh, I have so many memories of Charm City.
So Black was seeking a back block call on the white jammer for contact in turn one, but the referees deemed it not to have impact and not to be sufficient for the forceful cause of the back block.
Go ahead, Doreen.
All right, so Black was doing an official review to an attempt to get a back block call on white jammer. The officials decided that the impact was not substantial, so therefore Black is not going to retain the review, and that back block will not be called against Team White.
All right, still a little conversation going on. Of course, we want to thank all the officials that have been here this weekend. They've been terrific, and we all know how in demand officials are for this sport. It's nice that people make the sacrifices, and they skated a lot of games.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
so many.
it's crazy.
I thought I needed to eat a honey packet before talking for an hour. These officials have been skating for days.
Yeah, no exaggeration at all.
Literal days.
Yeah.
You add in the hours, it's days. Beautiful toe stop work by Black's jammer, number 98, Liv.
And Racer McChaser has got helping the girls anchor that 3-wall up front. It's going to be Crimson Fury that's up there with her. And the pivot.
Racer is trying to tell her jammer where to go and telling her blockers what to do to really try to get that jammer through. Same thing with Cookie Rumble on Black, talking with Tenacious D, really telling her what to do, where to be. and giving these skaters all the derby knowledge.
Well, we actually see Racing and Chaser having their back.
And there we go. Jam's going to be called off by Liv. And that's going to be a 4-0 run. Black 57, Team White 30. And we're down to just about 10 minutes left in the first period.
Now this just goes to show, even in SCRIM, we have Racer McChaser in the penalty box. With a big smile on her face. So even the vets can earn penalties in this game.
Yeah, well, and sometimes you just need to show people which chair to sit in, right? All right, and Black Jam's going to get through first. That's going to be number 14, Bad Hippie. We've got 717, Anna Maniac, out there right now jamming for White. She's going to get sent to the inside. Well, look at that. It's going to be Bad Hippie find a little bit of daylight on the inside line.
Bad Hippie had one of my favorite jams yesterday, which not Charm City, was Small Town Roller Derby. Put up a 14-point jam, I believe, yesterday, and I think that she's looking to repeat that as she's already at 8.
Yeah, appears to be very comfortable.
14 on 14 there, White on Black. White number 14, Hannah Jones, taking down Bad Hippie. Unfortunately, Bad Hippie did not come back in behind the blockers that knocked her out of bounds, so therefore she has earned a track cut penalty and will be taking a seat in the penalty box.
And there we go. What a nice play by Anna Maniac. Talk about hitting a pack that was just totally dead and somehow squeezing through the middle of it. That's a nice job. Anna Maniac's going to come around one more time. Not afraid of the speed. Comes in, going to try to hit pretty hard. And
yeah, that was a big hit by Black number 23, Scar. Not afraid to take the impact from White's jammer.
And earning her name, quite honestly.
Yeah, earning her name. Bad Hippie is back out on the track. As they both jammers pick up 4 points on that run.
And Bad Hippie going to just come up behind Anna Maniac. Both jammers going to hit the pack. Anna Maniac, again, I don't know how she swims through that pack, but she does. And she comes up to the end of the wall. They're going to call the jam off. And that will be a 15-7 run for Team Black, 72-37.
Nice job, Bad Hippie. That is your biggest jam of the weekend, 15 points. Putting Black 72, White 37 with just under 8 minutes left to play in the first half.
Very nicely done.
Finding a hole on the outside is White number 02, or Bloody Two Shoes.
Bloody Two Shoes saw just a little bit of a crease on the inside of the front stretch. Bloody Two Shoes now back into the pack, up against a very nice, hard-played two-blocker wall. And that's going to be Count Smacula. I was holding that up. But unfortunately, Count Smacula also going to earn a penalty. All right. Bloody Two Shoes going to gets into the pack. The team starts shouting to call off the jam. The jam is called. It's going to be a 7-4 run in favor of Team White. Team White, who is now down by 32 points with 6 minutes remaining.
I'm so glad you can do math in the morning.
Yeah, don't ask me to do like multiplication or division, but adding and subtracting in my head is something that I don't know. I don't know where I learned that skill.
It's just a natural talent you have, among so many other things.
Yeah.
Like announcing?
Crocheting, all sorts of.
You crochet?
No, I just made
Oh, I was gonna say.
No.
Will you make me a doily? I need more pot holders.
All right, you're a doily. All right, number 718, Booty Rage out there. going to be lead jammer for Team White. And the jammer for Team Black is sitting in the box at the moment. So it starts out as a power start and a power jam. And you can see everybody kind of looking and manipulating people. Nice job by number 419. That's going to be Tenacious D. Living up to the name, doing a nice job of rotating around inside that pack and going from defensive block, or doing a nice job defensive block. And Tenacious D one more time. Oh yeah, that door is open. Let me close it. And of course we've got Becca Decker now donning the star.
Now we just had a moment here, a big learning moment. Unfortunately, the black team's jammer incurred a penalty as they were trying to pass the star. So once Becca Deca here, 121, is trying to figure out what to do, the outside pack ref is telling her she is not the jammer. She just needs to return as the pivot and return to gameplay. She's now earning a penalty for skating out of bounds. So now she's going to be heading to the penalty box. The black jammer is going to return to the track as jammer, and the pivot will be taking a seat in the penalty box. So a lot just happened there. But the main thing that we want to learn from this is if the jammer is not upright and inbounds, they cannot pass that star to the pivot. And because the jammer incurred that penalty while trying to hand off that star, it deemed that star pass as incomplete. And due to the chaos and learning, Becca Deca says, what do I do? Where do I go? If I'm not the jammer, then who is? So with the guidance of the outside officials, she let Becca, hey, just toss that star on the track, and when the jammer comes back out, she'll put that back on. And as you can see, the officials are now taking the time to explain that to Becca and the jammer in the box.
Very well done.
Thank you. Sorry, that was a long ramble there, but I felt it was very important for us to recognize.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was terrific. All right, Cynthia Rose is going to be on the jammer line for Team Black.
All the encouragement from Shulk on the sidelines here. Make sure you check out her photographs on Facebook. Looks like we have a little bit of a timeout. Maybe it's an official timeout. Yes, I see one arm up on the jam timer. I don't see any blinking dots behind us, so that would tell me it's an official.
And as we have official timeout, of course, we also want to thank all the vendors that are out here today. We want to thank the EMTs. Obviously, you can't go on without. And I tell you, they've really helped me out this weekend because I've had my feelings hurt a couple of times.
Oh, what's the prescription for that?
But they're such good listeners.
That is the most important. Communication,
Yes.
communication, and communication.
Exactly. Go, Bob, you're fine. Go away. Go away, Bob.
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Yes. Oh, I'll probably take 2 of these and please just don't come back.
Bad hippie dancing with white pivot. That's number 7, Crimson Fury.
Nice job right there blocking. That's going to be number 14, Bad Hippie. Going to lay into, going to put some pressure on Cynthia Rose.
Becca Deca back out on the track trying to create some offense for her jammer.
Nice job by number 999 for White. Witch slap.
Unfortunately, Becca Deca earned a destruction penalty on that. Becca Deca was playing offense for her jammer and then decided, I'm going to go back and play some defense on the opposing jammer. In doing so, unfortunately, she caused there to be a no-pack situation and earned that destruction of pack penalty.
All right. And that's going to be called off.
Cynthia Rose, Black 77 jammer. We shared an elevator up this morning.
Nice.
She was very sweet. She said she had all the feels this morning. Excitement, anxiety, nausea.
Yeah, That's just pretty much every morning for me.
Right.
Getting out of bed.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Probably more so tomorrow when I have to drive back home and realize I'm going to work again the next day.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go in early first thing on Monday, get caught up on the things that were missed on Friday. We're taking, looks like we're doing an official review for Team White. While they're doing this official review, we'll touch on the score. Black is 79, White is 60, with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the first half of this SCRIM Mitten Kitten mashup. X or 10? How do you say it?
10. I'll call it 10.
Mitten Kitten mashup 10 SCRIM.
You know, let's keep the whole legend of Roman numerals alive. You know.
Yeah.
See, so I can actually add and subtract in my head a little bit, but my Roman numerals not bad either, really.
Once I get past 11, I have to look at a cheat sheet.
Yeah. I know. It was easy when the Super Bowl was like, 30, but now, yeah. Now it's now I don't know. Even I can't figure that out anymore.
Where's the closed captions? That'll help me.
Exactly.
While they're doing this official review, Racer McChaser is out on the track talking with the white team, explaining some rules, going over some strategy, and talking about probably her time in the penalty box.
Yeah, once again, the coaching that's happening from the track and the sidelines and the learning experience has been tremendous.
Yeah, and as you can see during the official review, now the bench coaches were talking with the officials, but the bench coach for the black team was taking an opportunity to explain to the folks who are captains on this game, what they're reviewing and why they're reviewing it to help them understand a little bit more what's going on. And Bob, I'm going to let you take this official review explanation.
Back block on the black jammer on their initial trip, and there was no information to award the call, so the review will
All right, thank you. That's going to be Team White was hoping to initiate to get a back call on one of the Team Black blockers, and that's not gonna go. Official review has been used up.
Good play by the black benching staff, because, you get one official review each half.
Yeah.
We've got just over 2 minutes left to play. If something could be, could or maybe questionable, you may as well just give your team a break and take that official review. And actually, some teams will use their official review as a timeout. However, if I might give my opinion on this,
Please do.
I would like to point out that it's better to review something than nothing. If you use your official review as a team timeout, I believe you only get a fixed amount of time, could be 30 seconds. But if you do an official review, I know the officials like to keep the review 2 minutes or less, but that's up to 2 minutes that you could get for your break. So please, somebody comment below if I'm wrong. If you use your official review as a timeout, is there a set amount of time that you get? And if that is the case, I would encourage you to review something. Could be wild. Make the officials think for a second and just give your team a chance to rest.
Pretty sure the jammer on the other team, her skates were not tied tightly. Could you please check that for me, please?
Yeah. We have NSOs out there making sure to let the skaters know that their numbers are visible at all times. Sometimes those armbands get twisted around during gameplay, and if that number is under your arm, they can actually assess a penalty for that if they cannot see your numbers, even though it's on their back.
Yeah, it's an important part of the game. I mean, especially for the officials, where in many cases that's the only way you're gonna be able to identify somebody.
Absolutely.
They don't have the luxury like we do of looking up, maybe checking it out, doing whatever. They got to make a call right then and there.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice move. That's going to be number 27 for Team Black. That is Holland Oates. And as we say that, number 14, Hannah Jones, is going to get through the pack for Team White.
Number 85 on the black team. Oh, let me see. Was I right there? Oh, 35. Warm regards. signaling to her jammer, hey, I have some offense over here for you.
Yeah, did a nice job of moving around trying to pick that up. And then Racer McChase said, yeah, I'm not going to let you back.
Actually, it is number 85. Unfortunately, number 85 we do not have on a roster sheet. Oh, unfortunately, White Jammer did not pick up those 4 points as she incurred a track cut penalty. This is going to give the black team a power jam, which could be a power jam to start the last jam of this first half.
Correct. Hannah Jones doing a nice job out there speeding through the inside. Couldn't quite keep the skates inside as she got tagged a little bit. And she'll sit for 30 seconds.
Yeah, if we took that track cut away, beautiful. Beautiful work on the inside. Nice job by Team White making sure their jammer had a fairly open lane. Nice takedown by number 73 on Team White, Blank. Unfortunately, there's no name for number 73 on White.
The number is on the roster. The name is not.
Yes. And unfortunately, this is a skater I am not familiar with. So number 73, I apologize, but your red helmet is pretty.
Guess you'd call that color commentary, wouldn't you?
Oh, as we're speaking of number 73, they do a fantastic job drawing a track cut on the black team's jammer. 73 knocked the black jammer out of bounds and quickly raced back, and the black jammer came in front of 73, so therefore she drew a track cut penalty.
All right, Hannah Jones making light work of this. Hannah Jones, Hannah, a really nice form, really nice stance, nice speed, a lot of confidence.
Let's see what the black blockers can do here to slow her down. Tenacious D, number 419, taking some impact. Working hard on those laterals to try to stay in front of Hannah Jones, but Hannah, quick footwork side to side.
Yeah,
making that.
Irish with some nice movement in there to put a hit on Hannah. Wasn't quite able to stop it.
Oh, unfortunately, we have another learning moment we'll touch base on here in just a moment as Hannah Jones comes through, scooping up another 4 points. Nice job by Tenacious D trying to get in front of that team's jammer. Also 789 on Team Black, Will Farrell holding that inside line.
And nice job by Hannah Jones.
Excellent teamwork done by all on the track.
No, Jones definitely seems to have the speed, the footwork. A lot of that has come along. All right, and we're at intermission. It's going to be 10 minutes long.
I don't even know if they're still listening on the live feed. I think we get cut, but just in case they're recording. There was a learning moment here where the black jammer, who number 89 is in the box, was sent back to the box due to illegal re-entry. So that was either due to leaving the box too soon or coming in on the track in front of more than one of her own teammates.
All right. Tell you what, let's take a 10-minute break.
That sounds good. I'm going to eat another packet of honey.
Side over the tape.
But they
Gonna get a
will
track
be doing
cut
beginner's time,
call.
so a jumper
I
usually will
believe the
have to
jammer is going to sit for almost a full 30 seconds, as the black jammer was in there for quite some time.
Back to the track now, that is number 39.
But whenever two jammers do go into the penalty box, the second jammer is only going to sit as long as the first jammer. So in this scenario, the black jammer did sit for a full 30 seconds. However, if one jammer incurs a penalty and the other one right after, and donning the star for the first time this tournament is my best friend, Tenacious D.
Yeah, Tenacious D ends up with the star pass, doing a nice job of picking up some points on the inside line and then calling off the jam.
2 more points up going for the white team.
Nice job by Des, Tenacious D. I know she was really looking forward to taking that pivot this weekend, getting all the accolades from Bad Hippie as her team cheers her on the outside. I know we'll be talking about that on the ride home.
Nice.
White team starting out a person down with a blocker in the penalty box, but Bad Hippie is going to take advantage of that, sneaking through his lead jammer on the outside.
All right, we got Bad Hippie out there.
Bad Hippie, another one whose form and stance and balance obviously shows that there's a little more experience there.
Yeah, you know, this is Bad Hippie's first year with Small Town Roller Derby. However, the progression that I've seen from afar just from the first practice to today is astounding. Outstanding.
Yeah, no, she looks really good.
Phenomenal. Do you have any more adjectives?
Terrific. That's right. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. White does have a blocker standing in the box. I hear a little giggling over there, Bob. What are you giggling
No,
about?
I'm just enjoying it. Every time you see a jammer put the star on their head over by the jammer line, they just got this beaming smile, and you know that it's probably not something they've done much, if any, of before. It's just cool.
And finding their way through the outside is White Team's jammer number 420, Blazing Bulldog.
And Blazing Bulldog, we're going to leave it nice inside line for Blazing Bulldog to get through.
Blazing Bulldog really working through that tripod and grabbing those points. It's working hard against this wall. 1-4, headed to the box for direction penalty. Blazing Bulldog coming in hard with a call.
Nice call off by Blazing Bulldog. Good awareness of where the other team's jammer was, calling it off almost in time. White did pick up 1 point on that jam.
Yeah, it was a nice run by Snow Mercy. I'm assuming Snow Mercy's got to be from Michigan, right? No, I mean, you wouldn't be from like California. It's SCRIM with
Possibly
a name
Wisconsin?
Like, yeah, it's
Maybe the
very
UP.
possible.
Yeah, probably Michigan or Wisconsin. I would assume Michigan.
Oh, I don't even want to think about snow.
The jam is on. Both jammers looking to squeeze on through these walls.
Both jammers attacking the pack.
Number 36 on the black team doing some one-on-one blocking. Count Smacula.
And number 789 is going to be through as your lead jammer. That's Will Farrell, F-E-R-A-L.
That allows them to get through their initial.
And Will Farrell going to find some room on the outside. He cruises right through. Going to call off the jam. That's going to be 4 more points. And all of a sudden, this game is closing up a little bit.
Yeah, black 99, white 96, with just about 24 minutes left to play in this game.
And the one thing, as great a learning experience as this is, there's one thing you know for sure, and that's everybody wants to win.
Yes, even though we're having fun, everybody still wants to win. One jam at a time.
Get to skate with some of your regional heroes and, you know, put a win up on the board. That's pretty exciting. All right, 999, which slap? for Team White. Looking for a little room, not going to find anything. Nice job by 187 Slamlet, of course, experienced, tenured veteran.
I give props to these folks out there on the track with folks like Slamlet. I think I would be fangirling more than I could focus being blocked by
Slamlet
Slamlet.
had a terrific weekend. I mean, she did such a nice job. All right, right behind which slap now is number 47 for Team Black.
Tenacious D being blocked by Cookie Rumble.
That's going to be smash and chai.
There too, also getting through and picking up 4 points.
Team White has just passed the century mark, and so has Team Black, as it's a 4-4 jam.
Witchlap doing a nice job of bouncing off a block, stepping over a few people. Then going to get run out of bounds and aware enough to call off the jam.
White did end up coming out with 3 points on that one, so Black's 2 on that jam. I do have to say, I love Team Jorts. I love that Jax has worn jean shorts all weekend.
Yes.
Unleashing the power of the jorts.
It's kind of like a Power Rangers thing or something, I suppose.
I think it's from Spaceballs. Unleash the power of the shorts.
Oh.
But jorts.
Yeah. You know, I'm not old enough to know what that movie
It's a Mel Brooks movie. If I'm old enough, you're old enough.
Shh.
History of the World, Part 1 and 2?
Oh, of course.
Black Jammer number 27 going through almost untouched on the outside. Holland Oates.
That's right. Holland Oates, how does it feel to be back?
Midwest Menace is out on their initial pass as one of our vets, Jax, has earned a penalty. She bends over in shame as she heads over to the penalty box.
Nice move by Midwest Menace, who's jamming at the moment. Comes into that pack unafraid, moves some people around. Now stuck in the center.
Lots of pack work going on. Turn 3 right now. I can barely see through that dazzle of zebras what's happening, but the Black Jammer comes out picking up another 4 points.
A little bit of a pile up there, but good awareness from Midwest Menace, so that they don't.
Big hit by number 23 on the black team.
Hard hit.
Scar.
23 Scar.
It may earn a.
But they do.
Oh, it looks like someone else has picked up a forearm penalty on the black team.
And Snow Mercy, showing Snow Mercy here. There's just really had a pretty smooth sailing. Done a nice job of picking where it is she wants to go right there. Saw the block that was coming up. Hole closed up, but it was a good vision of the track. The awareness to call off the jam. And nice job by Snow Mercy. And that's going to be 122-107. We're just under 20 minutes remaining in this, the Mitten Kitten 10 SCRIM, which you have to know is going to be an annual thing now for sure.
Oh, yeah. I believe the first year they did it was just before COVID times in 2018 or 2019. I'll have to check my history stats. Although AK did provide us that information on the spreadsheet.
And quickly through the pack is going to be the White Jammer. This Animaniac. Animaniac going to hit turn 3 with a full head of steam. 98 live for Team Black. doing some pretty fancy moves there to keep her balance and stay in bounds. Does a nice job with that. Animaniac in the meantime has made a full pass.
Racer McChaser doing a great job organizing the black blockers and telling them exactly where to go.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch, right? Because, you know, obviously these veteran players could be the center of every play, but instead they're really more there just to coach and position people.
Looking by now on a scoring pass, getting him up
All
there
right.
on Detroit
And
Sweep
Animaniac
Justice, but
through one more
making
time.
a
Nice.
quick
Nice
start
footwork right
from
there
the
by Liv.
inside.
Couple of quick
And around
steps.
the puck, it looks like
You know,
Animaniac has
obviously, as
grabbed
you
the
approach a pack,
penalty.
as you try to
We're gonna
navigate
go
a
to
pack,
power play.
the length of the stride and the position of the feet makes such a big difference in how you're going to approach.
Liv
She's
looking
got
for
quick
that
feet.
offense there.
Yeah.
And I always say there's a
Seeing
big
an
difference between
opportunity
quickness
going to
and
take it.
speed.
Following, racing
And
it to the right
quickness is
past
probably harder to
Justice,
teach. I think that's probably more of a
and
gift.
getting another 4 points.
Looks like Black has incurred a penalty. We're sending number 39 to the penalty box, Meowich.
Another quick 4 points.
Should
there
get
for
name of the
Liv,
tournament
who's
based on
an
the thing.
offensive expert at
Meow.
being
Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman is my favorite. So
There you go.
more useless information for your roller derby feed.
You know, you're doing a nice job of just pulling up all these references this morning. I on the other hand, am having a hard time just keeping my glasses on.
Hey, I haven't seen you push them up your nose once this whole time.
Yeah.
That means Animaniac will be starting.
Sometimes it's not on purpose. My eye-hand coordination just isn't very good.
Black is chipping away at the lead with 141, White 115 with 17 minutes left to play in this game.
Power jam start.
Becca she'd be having a blast if she was the only one out there.
Becca Deca energy is amazing. Like I said, I share a bench with her on our hockey league, and she is the team's cheerleader as she busts through with some fancy speed and footwork on the inside.
Yeah,
Becca Deca having a good time
Yeah.
as she is lead jammer.
Once again, doing a nice job on the toe stops, quick steps.
Woo! Taking a big hit by number 85,
Which
the
is-
unknown
yeah,
Walker.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm good, I am back up, and I'm going to run
Yeah.
on the outside this time.
Yeah, I think Becca Decker was probably saying, hey, this is pretty easy. And then, maybe not as easy as I thought.
That may be my my vote for MVP. White blocker's doing a little bit of a blocking here on Becca Deca, but she still finds her way through the inside, and again, with all that energy, is out scooping up 4 more points for her team.
Yeah, nice job of maintaining her balance, even though they had stood her up, and still seeing that she had a couple steps to the left side that she could spring herself with. And Becca Decker going to try to cut through the center of the pack that time. We got a collision, and
It looks like she's going to be assessed a low block penalty.
that's probably based on the fall that she took.
Yes. Now, she did come in with speed. Precision is learned over time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
It's gotta be.
sometimes we have to do those speed checks when we come into the packs, but she's still already put up a solid 8 points before getting a penalty for her team.
Now we have a star pass to Witch Slap. Witch Slap going to turn those hips around. Her blocker in turn number 3. And Witch Slap now jamming, donning the star. And that'll be the jam. All right, Team Black opening things up a little bit. They had a 9-0 run. That's Black 150, White 115. 14:42 remaining. But I have to say, 35-point deficit. Yeah, there's plenty of time left to make that up.
Absolutely. The pivot for the Black team is number 77, Cynthia Rose. I'm sure she'll be paying attention when Becca Deca comes out of the box, which is right about now. There is no lead determined yet, and as I say that, number 14, Hannah Jones, is declared lead for White, but Becca Deca is not far behind.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Hannah Jones, just kind of turning the shoulders and repositioning her body to slice between a couple of blockers. That's nice awareness. So many times you see people want to hit it flat and push and push and push, and that's a pretty hard way to get through things.
Looks like she picked up 1 point, as Becca Deca did not on that last run, but she is ready to go back and take that energy to her team on the bench.
Is she like that like all the time? In the morning, is she like just on and everybody else is like, oh my god?
Well, I guess I would say probably because our games don't start until 8:20 or 9:20 at night, and she's
Oh,
bringing that energy
all right, gotcha.
8:20, 9:20 at night. So,
All right.
I'm gonna
Doing
go.
it here at 9:15 in the morning.
Yep, so I'm gonna say yes. That is a consistent energy and positivity that she is always bringing to her bench, regardless of what sport she's in.
All right, Snow Mercy, another nice jam. Snow Mercy's had a couple of good jams out here. Able to find a crease on the inside.
White has a successful star pass. Jax has taken her out of bounds, but also earned a forearm penalty on the jammer, giving her a no pass, no penalty. Nope, looks like it's just going to be not lead jammer.
And Snow Mercy battling up against number 95, 95 Nixter. Pardon me. Nixter doing a nice job in conjunction with Witch Slap, putting together that two wall and forcing everything to the outside of the track.
And the white team is going to call a timeout.
And bench coach for Black going out to Snow Mercy, explaining a couple of things. And again, that's the beauty of this of the SCRIM.
I love them all taking deep breaths, putting their arms above their heads, absorbing and just becoming one with the information coming their way.
There you go. Kind of man-made coaching from the bench coach. That is fun. Man, I haven't strapped a pair of skates on in a long time.
Well, if you lived closer, I would say I'm always DTS. Let's go.
Yeah, there you are. Although I will say, there was a time when I could do how many laps in 5 minutes?
So it's gone up and down. 27 and 5 was the most consistent number.
Okay.
I will have to double check the rules to see if that has changed. I'm hearing a lot of talk about 25 and 5.
Yeah.
When I first started, we had to do 30 and 5.
Yeah, I don't.
Or
yeah.
28. It was somewhere around there. I remember getting 30, thought I was going to die, and was hoping I never had to do that again. But Derby was also a much faster paced game
it's very good.
back in 2006.
And number 420 for Team Whites is Blazing Bulldog. Blazing Bulldog is through that pack pretty quickly. Going to be lead jammer. We have a star pass from Team Black that's going to go to Bad Hippie.
I can only imagine how excited Bad Hippie is to get all these jamming opportunities.
Yeah, and once again, just somebody who's got a lot of control over their balance, speed. Obviously, those are probably some of the things that are harder to teach early on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speed in particular.
Yeah.
Knowing when to turn it on, when to slow it down so that you're just not crashing through the back of the pack.
Yeah, the last thing we want to do is come in too hot and cause injuries to yourself or others. And it looks like we have a team timeout for Black, as the bench coach is going to take some time to explain.
She's got this whole Charlie Chaplin routine that she's working with here. It's like a silent movie.
I was just going to say the same
Yeah.
thing. Oh, my goodness.
Of course, it's been a terrific weekend like tournaments are. This one has been very well run. Everything has gone very smoothly. And as always, it's so much fun to catch up with people you haven't seen in a long time and then just walk away with all these new friends and faces in your life. Yeah, really, and I think a tournament like this in many ways is even more family-like because many of the teams are from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all of the teams are from the Midwest, so there's a lot of familiarity.
Yeah. It makes it fun for folks like me to call when 65% of the people here.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to walk away with a new friend named Bob Noxious.
Aw. I am too. Wait. I don't
No,
think
my name's Deralia. I think you got that wrong, Bob.
Yeah.
On 1 foot. Grab that in Dennis Edwards, but we are going to see number 2.
Yeah, that didn't sound exactly like I had intended it. That happens a lot.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. We're
All
good.
right.
This is the second time.
And we've got Snow Mercy out there for another jam for Team Black.
Bloody Two Shoes coming around now, looking to score some points.
I'm assuming that 85 is one of the veterans out there.
Holland Oaks.
Don't have a name for that number, but the moves tell me that somebody's been doing it for a while.
The mystery blocker. We have 2 mystery blockers. Number 73 and number 85.
All right, both jammers going to hit the pack right about the same time. Nice job by Bloody Two Shoes. Bloody Two Shoes really picking the right path through the pack, seeing something on the outside. There was a little space. Snow Mercy a little more caught up on the inside line that wasn't quite there. And Snow Mercy very wisely going to call the jam off and not relinquish any points to Team White. And that puts our score, that was an 8-8 run. That puts our score at Black 163, White 128. And we were down to about 10 minutes remaining in SCRIM. I love the name. Who came up with the name? Dude?
I'm assuming AK. He's got all the puns.
Yes, he does. He does.
Taking the jam line for the
Another,
very
just
first time
also
this game.
a fantastic
we have
announcer.
Ada for the Black team. But it is going to be Oni who will pick up
All right, number 77 is going to be the lead jammer. That's Cynthia Rose.
It's a sin how good she's doing.
There you go. You've got a future in this kid.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you, Bob. I appreciate that.
507, that's going to be Ada. Trying to navigate themselves through the white blockers.
Looks like Lax will be headed to the box, but I didn't quite see what for.
Our mystery blocker, number 77, incurred a penalty. I think it was a failure to reform, but I did not see the hand signal for that.
4 more points there. Still looking for some help here. Now he's the star.
Meantime, Cynthia Rose off to the races.
Cookie Rumble says, no, we're not going to let you have that successful star pass so easy.
Yeah, it is kind of funny when you see the competitive juices flare up. It's like, yeah, I can let you through on the... Nah.
Nah. You know, they wouldn't be learning as much if the vets just let them get away with anything.
True.
You know, it is important for them to make that contact and shut them down in certain moments, but watching them lift them up through is what really, you know, tickles my heartstrings.
Yeah, I could do this all day. This is so much fun.
Right? I agree.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No, AK is bringing over prizes.
AK is the prize.
He really is.
I can't imagine. There's not very many people in this world that have worked with roller derby that are as dedicated to the sport and have done as much for the sport as that guy has.
And continues to do. I mean, we already have State Wars scheduled for September of 2024.
I know.
And we already have how many teams committed?
Know,
Who else could get that commitment besides AK?
I honestly, I think that is as close to World Cup. You know, kind of like a mini World Cup that we'll end up having here. And again, Skate Wars, you can find that at www.skatewars.com, is going to be here in Lansing, Michigan, at the Lansing Center where we are today. We have two tracks here today with a third warm-up track. They are going to open the dividing wall in this in what is already a good-sized hall. They're going to turn it into 4 tracks, I believe, with a couple of warm-up tracks.
Oh, so where the locker rooms are over here, that
Yes.
wall is going to go bye-bye.
Yep, that wall, yep. You can open it up, fold it, and they're going to open that thing up, and that's going to be, you know, honestly, I think that undertaking is as close to World Cup as you get without World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how grateful I am to have it in Michigan.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. Yeah, like you and I both said, it's like we're already in. All I had to do was hear about it.
Yeah.
And of course, you know the kind of commitment that AK and crew are able to get from provinces, from states, from some countries that will participate.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see the borderless teams at the tournament
And
next
that
year.
as well, of
Yeah.
course.
No, we have the officials coming over to tell us
All
about
right.
this official review.
Scott.
White's review was seeking a star pass violation penalty for the black pivot. They contended that black jammer, that the jammer's foot was out of bounds at the moment of the star pass. The officials did not see that action and saw the jammer inbounds, and so no penalty.
All right. Go ahead. I'll let
All
you
right,
handle that.
so let's see. The white team was looking to have an illegal star pass call because they believe the black jammer's foot was out of bounds during that star pass. The officials did not see that foot was out of bounds. Therefore, white is not going to attain their official review, and the call will stand.
They were looking for a star pass.
Very well done.
Thank you. Only a little bit of kerfuffling there.
No, very nice. Scott's been doing a nice job of keeping us informed.
Yes, and I do appreciate the information
Yeah,
that they give us.
He does. He gives us some nice information.
Yeah.
Of course, can't give enough credit to the officiating staff, NSOs, and the skating officials that have been here all weekend. As we know, that is hard to pull together that kind of crew for a tournament like this. Many of the skating officials, well, actually NSOs, they've all been working so many games.
Well, yeah, as somebody, I came here to announce this weekend, but was also wrangled into doing some NSO work. Other than the SCRIM, another really great way to learn the game of roller derby and understand it from a different perspective is to not be afraid and to sign up to volunteer to NSO. Start with NSOing. They're all so welcoming and amazing. They're willing to teach and they're patient with you. So, take advantage of the SCRIM from all perspectives at the Mitten Kitten weekends.
And we're going to see a nice run there by Liv. Liv able to pull jam. And then with some nice footwork on the outside of turn 3, it's going to pass for the full 4 points. That has to feel good.
I mean, 4-0 jam, who wouldn't be happy with that?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Lots of high fives from Black's bench coach as Bad Hippie, Becca Decca, and Count Smacula head back to the bench.
All right, so we're going to head into this jam. We have Smashing Chai, Hannah Jones, Team Black and White. Black at 167, White 136, and we are about 7 minutes remaining in the second period.
Unfortunately, Hannah Jones has an illegal procedure. I'm hoping for some clarification on that.
And in the meantime, that's going to be Smashing Chai.
Oh, it looks as though she took her mouth guard out.
Yeah, that could be.
Yep. And you can tell just if you look at the jam ref's face, unfortunately they did not want to make that call.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that they took the moment of clarification to say, hey, you have to keep that mouth guard in while you're in
Yep.
on gameplay.
So important to prevent concussions.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of my best friends in the whole world is a park skater. Unfortunately, did not wear a mouth guard and knocked out her 3 front teeth on a metal ramp. So I am a big advocate of mouth
That
guards.
sounds awful.
She is a trooper, not a tear, not a scream.
Now we're entering on that third scoring pass with Smashing Chi.
Both jammers are out on the track now as she did serve that penalty for the mouth guard removal. Smashing Chi is coming out with 4 more points. And Smashing Chi actually hails from Traverse City, but it looks like, ooh, unfortunately, there's a forearm penalty being given here. So it's power jam, power jam. Where is the...
I don't know.
Oh, it may be, looks like, all right, so if we see the white jammer standing in the box as such, she may have fouled out.
Yeah, that's what.
And unfortunately, if there's no jammers on the track, the jam cannot continue. So the officials did call that jam off.
That was one rule change I was very happy about. I actually remember being at a tournament back in the day, having a jammerless jam.
Yeah.
Seemed a little plain.
That was a little redundant, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you can really do is have blockers try to pull penalties on blockers while you're waiting for a jammer to come out. And
Well, we'd never seen it before, so I think everybody just kind of stood around.
well, you know,
What am I
here we
doing?
go.
What are we doing? Do we skate? Do we dance? Do we smile? Yeah. Which is what it really was, which was still fun. Everybody was
Yeah.
having a good time.
All right, so it looks as though number 14 may have fouled out of the game.
Yep, well, that would be Hannah Jones. Hannah Jones, who had a nice game, really showed
Yeah.
some nice skill and poise out on the track jamming today.
Really gave it her all. We have definitely had some unique penalties, procedural penalties in
Yes.
the SCRIM, which is to be expected. Again, you know, these are first-year skaters who are here to learn and here to commit these penalties to learn from them. So SCRIM participants, when you rewatch this video and listen to this feed, because I know you will,
Yep.
make sure you watch with your head held high. And committing these penalties is what was supposed to happen so that you can learn from them and not commit them in the future.
Yeah, and I think the other thing to throw out there, too, is the fact that people have not tried to play beyond their skill level. We've not seen a lot of reckless hits. We've not seen, you know, there's been nobody in the sense of taking awkward falls and things like that. And obviously, you know, as we've talked about before, if you've got speed going in a pack but you don't know how to stop, that's kind of a recipe for disaster. And we've
Yeah.
not seen that today.
Yeah, this is, I will say, I agree with you 100%, Bob. It looks like a very
Wait, can I
safe...
have that in writing? And can I take that home? Can you give me a signed affidavit? I'll go
You
home to
have
my
it.
family.
You have it recorded
All
on
right.
the stream on Lansing's
All
Roller
right.
Derby YouTube channel.
All right.
So you can go back and make a clip where Deralia says,
Yeah,
I
there
agree.
go.
You were right.
Fortunately, my family not big roller derby fans. I don't even think they know why I'm gone this weekend. I think, honestly, believe my wife thought I was at work when I was here. No, it's absolutely true. I got a text. It says, "Yeah, you know that red wine I like? Why don't you bring that home?" I'm like, "I'm in Michigan."
Did you forget where I am?
Oh yeah, I thought you were at work. So yeah, there's no Bob Noxious social status in DeForest, Wisconsin at 316 Southbound Drive.
Well, now we know where to send our accolades to. Thanks for giving us your address.
Yeah, that's right. And when you get rid of that old ugly coat, that comes up. That comes up too. You know, so I don't know. I'm just kind of used to it. Kind of became a trademark. But it's old. Yes, I know. It's old dear.
Nice job by Black's Jammer out there. 187 to 140. Black picked up 8 points on that jam. White 4 with just over a hair, 3 minutes left in this game. I know none of these folks want the SCRIM to end. Unfortunately, it is going to come to an end. But what I know will not come to an end is the friendships that they're going to make on this track today. I know that they're going to, oh my gosh, and there's my best friend Des, Tenacious D, jamming
Nice.
for Black. Showing some excitement as Tenacious D is lead jammer. I am clapping, I'm cheering. It's SCRIM. It's allowed.
They tell her to breathe. Big exhale as she goes. Inhale and exhale as she goes in the back. Gonna do a nice
Yeah.
job of finding a little space on the inside. I'm gonna get the full 4 points.
Nice job by Tenacious D, keeping that a scoreless jam for White. I am going to start crying.
Well, I get that a lot from people that work with me, actually. She's got a highlight reel to go back to.
Absolutely. I am so proud of her.
Yeah, and of course, you know, the fun part then is we come back next year, or we come back, you know, and these people are so progressive. That's one thing I love about roller derby. Teams and individuals progress so quickly. You know, it's amazing how you come in, you can see a team, really flounder in their first game in a tournament. And by the time they're done with the tournament, they're quite competitive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's terrific. I've never seen. I'm a big sports fan. I've never seen that kind of progression in any other sport. It's tremendous. I think the fact that most of the derby world is kind of is a open and big family certainly helps with that.
I want to get tears in my microphone. If you don't know Deralia is awkward, and when Deralia gets awkward, she happy cries. So these are happy tears here. Very, very proud. Sometimes I just can't handle this big ball of emotion.
No, that's all right. That's part of the game too, right? I can't. When I think back to all the happy times and some of the happy tears and everything else that has been had over the course of time, it's lifelong memories.
Yeah, and I feel safe in this environment, letting my emotions shine, whether they're happy tears, ridiculous puns.
Yeah. And you've not sworn at me at all.
No.
I know, that's terrific. I have to say, Deralia actually she does not have a foul mouth.
Oh, thank you.
It's always to me that's always a plus.
I try really hard to keep that in between the confines of my home.
I know, right? Because we all have to go back to most of us have to go back to families.
Yeah.
I don't have to lead by example so much anymore. My kids are off to college.
I am not ready for that level of parenting yet. I commend you. I'm getting ready for middle school.
No, it's not that bad. Expensive, but it's not that bad. All right, we get number 27 out there again, having a great day, and that is.
Yeah, nice takedown by number 789 on black, Will Farrell. Wow.
All right, we got Holland Oates up there right now, looking for Holland Oates actually, my bad, I had been referring to as the white players, Snow Mercy. Number of times. Actually, I think Holland Oates has probably had the most jam time out of the track of anyone. And you can just see, too, the comfort level growing stronger with every single jam. Nice footwork on the outside of the backstretch. Been able to shed a couple of blocks. Big smile. Looking quite comfortable. Oh, but there's going to be a forearm collision. No, I guess not. I thought that's what I saw signaled.
Slamlet earning her first penalty of the game, sitting in the box with 6 seconds left on the period clock, 32 seconds left on the jam clock. When the period clock runs out before the jam clock, that means that the lead jammer, black jammer, Hall & Oates, is going to determine when this game ends. Now, she can go the full 20 seconds, or she could call it off now since the game time has expired.
All right, and Hall & Oates is going to call it off. That's going to be the end of the game. Team Black 206 to Team White's 144. I'm sure the win feels nice. Obviously, the score in and of itself is really not particularly important. It was the learning and growing experience that SCRIM provides. And with this wrapped up, I am Bob Noxious for Deralia here at the Lansing Center at the Minton Kittens Mashup 10. We're going to let you go. Stay tuned for the rest of the day, however. We've got championship games coming up all afternoon.
All right, thanks for having me, Bob. It was great calling with you.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Take care.
Oh no! Everything's fuzzy? Is everything fuzzy right now? Are you struggling?
Thank you all for helping out. This is a great experience for the skaters.
It is fantastic. The thing is saying is not to get too wound